office here, I invest here, I develop here, the kids go to school here, and having the deep roots that I have in the community, I really care about what I do. Build buildings that honor the past, and that's giving back to the community. And I always say, it's not the money I have in my bank account. For me, it's feeling good about what I do. I have to make a living, but at the end of the day, if my daughters say, "Dad, that's an ugly building," or there's more to it than that.
I had taken a tour here many years before, but when I got ready to retire, I had to decide how I wanted to spend my time, and I knew I wanted to do something that had some purpose. It would be a good idea to look into finding out something about Walnut Creek, which I didn't know very much about. So then I came back over here and took another tour, which it had been maybe 25 or 30 years since I had taken the first one. When I was walking through this room, there was somebody sitting at this table, and she was surrounded by reference books. And I stopped and said, "What are you working on?" And she started telling me what she was doing and the research. And I thought, that looks like something I would love.
As a docent, I do many things. One of them is that I lead the public art walking tours, and I've been on the art commission since 2012. We approve the location, the artist, and the artist concept for a work of art.
That's the picture in the building that's on the plaque on the side, so they've got it. This is part of the historical tour.
The sign is a replica. It's not exact, but the owner wanted to keep the feeling of age,
And so he had that painted on there.
Interesting restaurants like this really make you feel like there's something special.
The man who lived in here, his last name was Leach. Can you guess what occupation he had? Well, his name was Dr. Leach. So I had a lot of fun with that.
I think the more that we can educate people about our history, the more and more they'll be excited about it. Even things like Liberty Bell Plaza symbolizes the three creeks that run underground now because of flooding. And so now we want to recreate that. We want to bring the creeks back more to the surface and celebrate them as opposed to shoving them underground where you can't see them.
this is the site of the first elementary school in Walnut Creek.
The flora and the fauna, as they say, around the base is for the ones that are now extinct. So it's preserving what the animal and plant life was like years ago. So not only is this a history lesson, but it's also a gathering spot.
One of the things we do want to point out here is there is a self-guided tour. You can see these Heritage Walk signs, and so you can dial it up, or there's QR code.
They actually have a photograph and an explanation right on the pole, and they also have the phone number and the stop number.
Welcome to Walk Walnut Creek, the walking tour that showcases downtown Walnut Creek's public art and history.
I think being surrounded by history is wonderful. I think knowing that we're saving history for future generations is wonderful. And we do want our children to know where they came from.
I really like to show a few historical things every once in a while because everyone always has a story to tell me.
The fact that we care about what we're doing and have roots here and kids go to school, and I wish that more people, whether it's developing or anything else in the world, if you care about what you do, it just shows, and I think it just gives character.
I love history, and I think that it's becoming increasingly important to me that we preserve our history.
Everything that we are today and that we know today and the way we live today comes from something that happened in the past. Because if you know about the past, then you can understand the present and maybe even project the future.